It's your boy J Rem. We are back. We are back. It's Sunday night, man. Look who I'm here with. Instead of watching my Giants, who are doing terrible this year, even though we beat Seattle last week, whatever. We about to get beat by Cincinnati. I'm calling it. Whatever. Should be a decent game. I'll keep an eye on the scores. But anyway, big news in the UK. Big news in the UK. Young Philly, who is he's like a TV personality. He's a podcaster. Just a pretty well-rounded entertainer altogether, right? 29-year-old guy. I think he's originally from Colombia. Cali, Colombia. Excuse me. And he's just been arrested. Not just been, but a couple days ago, he's arrested for a R-word charge. We can't say that word, you know what I'm saying? But R-word, right? In Australia. And, obviously when you have something as serious as that come out, he's getting smeared. It's not funny. He's getting smeared in the not the comments, but just on the internet, period. People are making hit pieces like, yo, knew he was acting funny. He's always been a little sketch. To be fair to the guy, though, this is not really being fair, but to be honest, I never really thought he was funny. Like, I never liked the guy. Like, I never thought... I have liked some of their clips, him and his co-host Chunks, like on their podcast. He has another a co-host. He's cool, but then he has like another show. It's just like it's not funny to me, But very popular in the UK. So let's check out what's going on. I have the article up here too because I wanted to read it for myself. Not just taking what these YouTubers are saying for face value, but let's hear what this guy is saying about this. I didn't watch this, but it seemed like a short, sweet video. Let us know everything we need to know for now.
Young Philly is facing very serious allegations. Not only was he arrested today, but he was also charged with raping a woman in her 20s in a hotel room in Perth. And honestly, the fallout from this could be insane because not only is he part of this huge friendship group with some of the biggest creators in the world, but he also works with some of the biggest brands as well, like the BBC, ITV, Meta, and even charities.
Damn, look, I didn't know he was working with all these. Well, BBC, pause. This is the network in the UK. Well, obviously we know what Meta is, Facebook, Captain Morgan. I don't really see their commercials anymore, but they're big. And Adobe, come on, I don't know what this is, but UTV or ITV, I don't know. Yo, he getting money out there. He getting the bag for sure.
Like the Prince's trust. Are his friends gonna defend him or abandon him? Will brands decide to drop him? Did he even do it? Well, that is all what we...
Speaking of defense, none of his friends have said, well, at least from what I saw, I haven't seen any of his friends, especially his co-host Chunks that everybody wanted to hear from, because you would think they spent a lot of time, a lot of time together, right? They do plenty of content, and they're friends outside of the show, even though there's been clips where it shows you they're not as close as you may think, but not too many people have come out, but one person that Philly knows, which is a girl that he used to talk to, says he's not like that, which is pretty, because she said they were on and off, but even when they got back on, he wasn't too pushy about anything. So we got one girl saying that, and there's a rumor about whoever this girl is that has been assaulted or SA'd. This might not be true, but there's a rumor that she has lied on someone before. There's this whole thing about this thing with Bryson Tiller. I don't know. There's no facts on it. There's literally nothing on it. I haven't found anything that says Bryson Tiller, Australia accusations. I never even heard about that until I saw it on Reddit. And, I don't know. How much can you trust Reddit? Even though people They had a lot of information when I was reading. I'm like, damn, how do they know this? You can't fact check it, though. They're just talking. They're like, oh, yeah, this girl, she did it before, so I don't know. She could be lying. Her friends are coming out. Blah, blah, blah. We don't even know who the girl is. Well, there's a name, but I don't even want to say the name because I don't know if that's the actual person. But, yeah, it's when your friends are not, it's almost like this Diddy thing, right? Like, people that Diddy knows not really, well, after he got arrested, ain't nobody like, nah, free Diddy, yo, da, da, da. Nobody's saying that. There was only a couple people before he got arrested sticking up for him after the lawsuit, but there's nobody sticking up for him now. Crazy.
We're gonna go over today, so like the video and let's get Now, similar to America, Australia is made up of different states with their different laws. And prosecutors allege that this incident happened at a hotel room after performing at a nightclub in Perth for his Australia tour. So, because of this, they actually had to extradite him back to the state that this happened. And as you can see, this is the video of him in an airport coming back from Queensland, Brisbane, where he was at, to Western Australia to face trial. And as you can see, he's handcuffed there, being led by a couple of police officers and put into a car. Now, before we go into details of what was alleged in court that actually happened, and warning, because they're pretty gruesome, I feel like for anyone who isn't as familiar with young Philly needs to understand the magnitude of this. Because him being arrested is not just going to affect his career deeply, but you have millions of his followers that look up to him. He's also part of this huge friendship group in the UK that are some of the biggest creators in the world, like the Sidemen, the Beta Squad. He's got a podcast with Chunks. He's also doing a lot of work in traditional TV, like he's got his own show with the BBC called Hot Property. He's got another show with Channel 4 and Harry Panetta.
Yo, this guy's only 29, by the way. I would see his clips on TikTok. I didn't know he had all this stuff going for him. Like, he's really successful.
Called The Philly and Harry Show. He's featured in a bunch of Simon videos, some of which have got over 80 million views, and his dedicated ones with them have over 40 million views. He played in the Soccer Aid match on ITV. He was in the Great Celebrity Bake Off. He's got his own music, which gets millions of streams every month, and he goes on tours, as he was doing in Australia, always working with massive brands. Like, he's got his own sauce with Heinz. He's worked with Meta, the British military, Adobe, Captain Morgan, and
Yo, this whole thing could be a lie, it could be true. All I know is when you have the bag, you must protect the bag at all cost. At all cost. There's no woman or man, if it was the other way around, there's nobody worth risking this opportunity that you have, that all these brands, he's on TV, he has his own TV. I didn't know he had his own TV show. So this is news to me. Captain Morgan, like, this is crazy. This is huge. These are huge companies. So you gotta protect the bag at all costs. There's no piece of nothing that's worth any of this. Nothing out there, I promise you.
And a bunch of others, and he even works with charities like Stand Up to Cancer.
So you gotta also think, like, somebody with all this opportunity, it's possible, somebody with all this opportunity, why would he be doing this? You know? And they said we haven't seen it, but apparently there's photo evidence and video evidence. I don't know. We gotta see. I gotta see for myself.
Cancer, and even the Prince's Trust to inspire young people to chase their dreams. So, point is, the fallout for someone like this that is working with and affiliated to so many different people and brands, all of them are probably going to try and desperately now try and protect their own public reputation. But we'll get back to that side of things in a second, because today he appeared in court where he's being charged with 4 counts of penetration without consent, 3 counts of assault occasioning bodily harm, and 1 charge of impeding a person's normal breathing or circulation by applying pressure to their neck, aka strangling. He couldn't have just said that. And the prosecutors even attempted to oppose young Philly's bail. bail application because they allege that there is an extremely strong prosecution case supported by CCTV and photo evidence. And they basically are trying to make the case that he's not just some ordinary person being tried, and they don't want him to use his social media influence to impede the case. Prosecutors also showed pictures to the magistrate which were not shown in court, and in reference to what these photos depicted, they said, across her body is a history of violent acts. We say those photos and what is alleged is beyond the pale, beyond what could be considered a consensual act. Now,
wait, damn.
Now, on the other side, Philly's lawyers are questioning the strength of the prosecution's case because they are claiming that the girl didn't even raise any concern. The girl didn't even they are claiming that the girl didn't even raise any considered a consent.
Okay, across her body is a history of violent acts. We say those photos and what is alleged is beyond the pale, beyond what could be considered to be a consensual act. So maybe they were getting aggressive. Okay. This means like she has things on her body that could have been from the act, but they're saying like, nah, this is crossing the line. Like this ain't no regular blase blah. You know what I'm saying? This is where things get murky, because what if they're both consenting, and you know, it could be either party that's saying, I want to go a step further. She could be like, you can go a step further, don't worry about it. Or she can be saying stop and he doesn't want to stop. It can go either way. But there are marks on her body that could be considered, oh no, it goes beyond what could be considered consensual. So what are there bruises? Like, how did he rape her? Was she knocked out? What? Oh my God, I can't even say that. Sorry. How did he essay her? Was she knocked out? Was she drugged? Was she drunk? There's no detail. How did she get to the hotel room? Did he force her to stay? Was she trying to fight to leave? Like, we have literally no details.
Consensual act. Now, on the other side, Philly's lawyers are questioning the strength of the prosecution's case because they are claiming that the girl didn't even raise any concerns about sexual assault during a call with her friend at 5:31 a.m.
Wait, what? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Philly's lawyers are questioning the strength of the prosecution's case because they are claiming that the girl...
All right, Mr. Rafferty questioned the strength, I guess that's Philly's lawyer, of the prosecution's case, claiming the complainant did not raise any concerns about blank assault during a call with her friend at 5:30 a.m. Did not raise... Okay, so she had a call with her friend after the so-called essay, 5:30 a.m. He said the issue of intoxication would be a significant matter at trial. So, okay, there was alcohol involved.
The girl didn't even raise any concerns about sexual assault during a call with her friend at 5:31 a.m. Now, the case was adjourned for the day and he was granted conditional bail, but in those conditions are a ban on contacting his alleged victim or posting anything about this whole case to his millions of followers on social media. Now, it goes without saying, but
I never understood that, because they did the same thing with Tory. It was like, I think they call it a gag order. I don't know what they call it in the UK. If I'm being charged with something, why can I not go tell my side of the story? And if y'all got so much evidence, why does it even matter what I say? Y'all have the evidence, the video and photo evidence, right? What does it matter what I say? You got him. That's weird to me. It's very weird to me.
Charges don't suggest that the allegations are proven. Rather, he will now be tried in an Australian court and he is innocent until proven guilty. When these sorts of allegations come out, it almost doesn't matter to the internet. The damage is done. I mean, you go on Twitter and people are already bringing up old clips of Philly interacting with women. And it's like...
Yo, they're doing him dirty. In the internet's defense, it doesn't look good, a lot of the things. But like... It just makes it look worse because of the allegations. And then there's people coming out and saying he's aggressive when it comes to women, and the videos that they have brought to light, some of the older videos don't really help. So he has that working against him if he's innocent, because he can be, you can, I don't know. It just doesn't look good.
For the allegations, hardly anyone bat to deny at some of these. But now you see him getting arrested, and then there's hindsight, and people see this with a whole different view, and it goes crazy viral.
Not crazy. You choking her? You trying to kill her? It wasn't like a choke, it was more like a, you know what I mean?
What the yeah.
He's known to be a freak boy. That's what they call him, freak boy.
And yeah, see, look.
What?
Yo, okay.
Monkey see, monkey do, bro.
All right.
Yeah, so you get the point. And I mean, there's no point in showing you the other things that are floating around on Twitter, because that place, they are really just prepared to destroy lives, innocent or guilty. But the part that's going to be really crazy to watch is how other creators react or respond to these allegations. Are they just going to try and ignore everything and everyone until there is a verdict? Are they going to come out and try and defend him? Are they going to try and remove his videos where he made features? What are all these brands going to do? Because brands are notorious for being one of the first people to come out and publicly denounce anyone for anything. Man, because if you think about people, even like Russell Brand, and how everyone dropped him when, he was accused of sexual assault, even from 10 years ago. They closed his pub down. I mean, even YouTube removed him from the partner program. So from making any money for allegations alone. Allegations that
we gotta stop. I don't know what type of world we live in where it's like this person that has a name for themselves gets accused. Like, you guys are fine with having these people on their platform making millions upon millions of dollars, but they get accused for something that the companies don't even have enough facts to make a judgment on, and it's clipped from there. But that just goes to show you it's all about the money. It's all about the money. Nothing else matters. Doesn't matter if you're innocent. Doesn't matter if this girl literally made up a lie. Doesn't matter if a guy made up a lie. It just doesn't matter. If it hurts the bottom line, you have to go, and that's just it. You have to understand that though too, which is why when you have a name for yourself, and I know it's easier said than done, you gotta move in a certain way where you're like on some ironclad. There's nobody breaking this force field that you should have around you if you're of a certain, tier. But yeah.
I might add that have still not, come to anything like him being charged or arrested or even amounting to any.
And Russell Brand, he's back on YouTube now. And also, some months ago, maybe earlier this year, he said it himself, like, yeah, somebody's saying that I did something to them. I'm here to tell you it's a complete lie, blah, 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 blah. I guess he didn't have a gag order on them, and he didn't get arrested. It was just like an accusation. I'm not like on his channel very frequently, so I don't know whatever happened with that situation, but he's still on YouTube, so I guess it ain't that big of a deal, right?
Serious legal action. So if that's how they treated Russell Brand of allegations alone, how the hell are they going to treat young Philly when he's being charged and arrested? And it's not like it's going to be easy for some of these big creators to just ignore, because, Philly is really a big part of their content. I mean, especially the Chunks and Philly show. Like, that podcast has just come up and it's, started to do really well. And now this happens. I think it really comes down to how much pressure their fans and the internet puts on them to say something. But honestly, only time will tell, and I'll make sure to keep you updated when he is scheduled to actually go back into court. But until then, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any updates, and I will see you.
Not much information, which makes it even crazier to have all these reactions. We don't even know the full story. We just know there's an accusation. We don't know any details. Whatever. From either part. If there's more details that she needs to say or he needs to say. We need the whole story. You cannot judge these pieces that they want to throw out there and, look at this, this video some girl made. Like, Stupid stuff. Anyway, I do want to say this though. These streamers, I see a lot of these young guys streaming, and a lot of them, there's like a whole, I don't know, it just seems weird because they be having these girls there, and you can only imagine what's going on when the cameras are not rolling. You guys in particular, some chick tried to get Kai Cenat earlier this year on some BS. Y'all gotta be extra careful, because y'all moving around with a lot of these scallywags. I can just see it from, I don't even watch these streamers. They're young, I don't watch it, but I see the clips. And I see the vibe, and I see how y'all are moving. Y'all really gotta protect yourselves, especially if you're on a come up. Because it only takes one scallywag, one liar, one accusation, one arrest for your life to be over. Honestly, so these young streamers who's having all these girls around and doing whatever with them, and they passing them around, yo, y'all gotta be very careful, because guess who's next? You know what I'm saying? Guess who's next? If you got some motion, you are in, how do you say? If you have motion, you are more susceptible to be accused of some nonsense, unless you got your business straight. But it's a very scary world, just to believe we just believe in anything. We literally believe anything. But Philly, his lawyer, he better tell his truth to the lawyer and tell him everything if this is not true. But whatever, he gotta go with that. Anyway, let's get into this. This is